If you truly love somebody, you would send them this recipe.
That's right. True love is s'mores cinnamon rolls.
Yes.
What's up, guys? It's Kat and Deb from Two Market Girls. Welcome back to another vegan recipe. And it's our favorite time of the summer because we're making our annual s'mores recipe.
S'mores!
I mean, I gotta say, our s'mores recipes have been some of my favorite. They never disappoint every year, and this year is no exception.
I feel like they just keep getting bigger and better every year.
Seriously.
But yeah, they're honestly some of my favorite recipes still. Like, I still make the s'mores cookies all the time.
All the time.
They're so good.
And this year, we are so happy to have partnered with the one and only Dandy's Vegan Marshmallows to help make this recipe possible. Woo woo!
Yeah. This is like our go-to brand of vegan marshmallows. I actually don't know if there is another vegan marshmallow out there that I know of, but it's so good. You don't need another one because they taste just like marshmallows.
And I mean, we've used them in so many different ways. I made Rice Krispies with them before, and they cook all the same. They taste just as delicious, so obviously we are fans of them.
And I mean, we use them in all the other s'mores videos too.
Yeah.
So, and I also just like, especially the mini ones, I just snack on these all the time. They're so good.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so Kat, what epic s'mores recipe did you make this year?
I combined two of my favorite things ever, s'mores and cinnamon rolls, and made them one.
I mean, it had to be done. It had to be done.
Yeah, like I've been on like a cookie tear and a cinnamon roll tear lately, and like we already did s'mores cookies, so we had to do s'mores cinnamon rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, I'm so happy I did, because this is, I think, my favorite recipe I've ever made. It's so good.
Whoa. I mean, it looks so epic. I really want to eat it, but you know, we gotta show you guys how to make it first. But be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future vegan recipes every Sunday and whatever Wednesdays every other Wednesday. And without further ado, s'mores good food for you.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's just make the recipe. To make your s'mores cinnamon rolls, we're first going to start off by heating some non-dairy milk in a microwave until it's just warm to the touch. We want it between 40 and 50 degrees Celsius. To that warmed milk, you're going to add in some quick rise yeast along with some white sugar and whisk that until it's incorporated, and then just set that aside. Then to a stand mixer, we're going to add some vegan butter as well as a flax egg and beat that until the butter has softened. Then to the softened butter and flax egg, we're going to add some all-purpose flour, some graham cracker crumbs, salt, and our yeast mixture. And then using the dough hook, we're going to knead that until it just comes together into a dough ball. Then on a lightly floured surface, we're going to turn that dough onto that surface and knead until it's nice and smooth. You want to knead it for at least 3 to 5-ish minutes. Then we're going to lightly grease the bowl that the dough was in. We're going to add our dough back into that bowl, cover it with some saran wrap and a towel, and place that in a dark, warm place to rise. You could also, if you want, put it in your oven. Make sure the oven's off and turn the light on in your oven. The heat from the light will help proof it a little quicker. I also have a proofing setting on my oven, so if you have that, you could also use that. This rise is going to take about an hour. You want it to be at least double in size. Once the dough has doubled in size, you're going to place it on a lightly floured surface, and then you're going to roll it into a long rectangle, about 1/4 inch thick. Then we're going to make our filling. So to make our filling, we're going to combine some vegan butter with some cacao powder and just mix that until it's nice and smooth. Use a bigger bowl to avoid a mess like I didn't. Then we're going to spread that chocolate butter evenly across the rolled out dough. Make sure to get it right to the edges. Then we're going to sprinkle over some brown sugar, some chopped chocolate, some cinnamon, and of course, some roughly chopped mini Dandy's vegan marshmallows. Then we're going to tightly roll from the long side forward to make our cinnamon rolls. Then either using a sharp knife or some unflavored dental floss, you're going to cut your cinnamon rolls into about 1-inch pieces. You should get about 6 rolls out of this. Then we're gonna place our cinnamon rolls on a lined baking sheet. We're gonna do them into individual rolls instead of all kind of clumped together, just for some aesthetics. But if you want to put them into a baking dish, you can do that as well. You wanna make sure if you're using a baking sheet that you give them at least a couple inches of space because they will continue to rise and get a little bigger. So then we're gonna cover that with clear wrap again and place some kitchen towel over it, and we're gonna let that proof again for about another 30 minutes. I usually let mine proof on the stove with the towel covered while the oven is preheating so that the heat from it allows it to rise a little quicker. So you want to get that oven preheated to 350, and then once the rolls have risen, we're going to bake them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes or until they're nice and golden brown. Then we're gonna top our cinnamon rolls with some more Dandy's vegan marshmallows, and then we're gonna return them to the oven, but this time we're going to broil them. We're going to broil them on medium to low heat. You want to watch them very carefully because marshmallows burn quickly. So you just want them to be nice and golden and toasted. Once they get to that point, you want to take them out of the oven. Drizzle over with some chocolate if you want to, and then sprinkle with some extra graham cracker crumbs.
Okay, so Kat, obviously you've tried them already.
Yeah, I almost ate a whole one already.
I have not had any ones at all.
Time to eat.
Oh my goodness. I want to get like some of that marshmallow topping too. Oh, look how chocolatey that is inside. Oh, so excited. Okay,
Oh my God.
I just like put the marshmallow into it.
It's honestly ridiculous. Like, food shouldn't be allowed to be this good.
Why are cinnamon rolls just like always so good?
I honestly think s'mores and cinnamon rolls are the best combination ever. Big thank you for Dandy's for sponsoring this video, because honestly, like, we would have used them anyways. But like, they're the best vegan marshmallows I've had. They work like as the perfect replacement. Like, you don't need to substitute anything else. It just works.
And I mean, we can really attest to how much we like this product because, again, we use these marshmallows anytime that we want marshmallows. So.
Yeah. And honestly, even if I wasn't vegan, these are like so good. They also have like specialty flavors they come out with. Like, they have pumpkin spice ones that they come out with during like the fall, and it's so good.
Those are really good.
If you don't know about Dandy's, I would suggest checking them out. See if you can get them at a store near you. If not, I also think you can order from their site online. Like, I think you can buy like a really big bag of vegan marshmallows. So I would just do that. Because like, as soon as you taste this recipe, you're gonna wanna make it all the time. So you may as well not buy small bags, just buy a giant bag and always have all the ingredients you need for a s'mores, right?
And then, to accommodate this big marshmallow purchase, in the comments, let's talk about your favorite ways to use marshmallows. Favorite recipes that use marshmallows, because I want more of those in my life.
Yes.
So,
Devin, what's your favorite way to use marshmallows?
I mean, my heart will always go to like Rice Krispie squares.
Yeah, a good Rice Krispie square, like, you can't go wrong with like the perfect ratio of marshmallow to Rice Krispies. You cannot go wrong with that.
And there's like, I think there's a lot of nostalgia attached to those.
Yes.
So yeah, what's yours?
I love our s'mores cookies. That's probably the recipe I've made the most out of all the recipes on our blog. But a good old Rice Krispie square is probably mine too. I don't mind like a good simple like chocolate covered marshmallow too. Just super simple. Dip marshmallow in chocolate, let it harden. So good. Put on some like sprinkles or nuts. Oh, so good.
Oh my God, yeah, legit. Chocolate covered marshmallows are one of my favorite things. Why have I never made those myself?
Well, should we do the marshmallow challenge? That would be a fun challenge, actually.
Okay.
Also, another way, sorry, I forgot to mention this in the voiceover, but if you don't want to like top your marshmallows just like over top whole. You can also melt them in the microwave, just like throw them in the microwave on a plate or a bowl, but you know. Put them in the microwave, heat it up a little bit, they'll melt down, and then you can like spread it like an icing, although it's much thicker than an icing, but it looks really, really delicious, especially when you toast it afterwards too. It kind of looks like a meringue.
Okay, so once again, thank you to Dandies, and we will link to their site where you can pick up their product. And as usual, the recipe will be linked in the description box below if you want to go make these delicious cinnamon rolls. There's also a link to our podcast. It's called Camera Eats First. It comes out every Monday, everywhere that you get podcasts. We talk about things like veganism, how we make our recipes, how we run our blog, keep you up to date on trending news topics in the vegan world. So go give it a listen. There's also a link to our Patreon community. Our patrons are a lovely group of people that help support the work that we do, and in exchange we give them some bonus content, like they got this recipe yesterday, or they get a mukbang once a month with us. So if you're able to support us, we really appreciate it. And if not, give this video a thumbs up, comment, and share it with somebody who needs these in their life.
Which is everybody.
Do the right thing.
If you truly love somebody, you would send them this recipe.
That's right. True love is s'more cinnamon rolls.
Yes. Okay.
I stand by that.
I do too. I think that is accurate.
I'm a mess.
Yeah, like I could legit marry these. They're so good. What?
Oh my god, Calvin's getting married.
They're delicious. Hutch gave me a look. God.
Hey man, if it wasn't going to be cinnamon rolls, you were definitely going to marry pizza.
Yeah.